Buongiorno YouTube.
Hello.
Trevor here, Summit or Nothing.
Nathan, also Summit or Nothing.
Hiking on Dartmoor today.
Back to the motherland.
Just a little day hike. Should tick off a few more 3/6 bob squares. A few more tours to have a look at.
Yeah.
We're up in the Dartmeet area.
It's a bit chilly today, but it's fairly clear it's not raining. We've had some horrendous rain lately. Fortunately, there's been a little break in the weather today where we're both free to get out for a little day hike. So we've made the most of the opportunity. Well, not quite. We've started quite late. It's almost midday already.
It's not a huge walk, but there should be plenty to see.
Yeah.
Tours in the area are Yar Tor,
Yeah.
Sharp Tor, there's Mel Tor, Bell Tor. We're just having a walk around Yar Tor down at the moment. See how that goes. But look, Nath, sun's out.
Sun's out, guns out, right?
Sun's out, guns out.
So bought the old DSLR out, the old Nikon D5300. Bought some neutral density filters with me today. What I've tried to do in the past is to try and take some pictures to slow some water down on Dartmoor when the weather's been as bright as it has. But without any neutral density filters, I can't slow the light down enough to be able to capture sort of the motion of the water to sort of make it go all smoky and milky, if you like. So what we'll do is we'll just try and get down low, see if there are some river crossings out of the wind and see what we can do. Yeah, you know, the never-ending learning process of trying to sort of pick up digital photography. It's a minefield, but it's a bit of fun, isn't it? If you enjoy it, stick with it, whatever you do. Doesn't matter if you're the best at it. It's how it makes you feel that matters, isn't it?
Alright, so we've parked here just down from Yar Tor down. And then we've walked down this hill. I think we're at this settlement here, and then we'll have a look at Sharp Tor. Then we can go to Mel Tor along the Two Moors Way, to Bell Tor, try and find our way up to Congdon down, then over to Yar Tor for the final summit of the day, and then back to the car park. As I say, just a small walk today. It's good to have Nath back with me. It's a bit weird when I go out on my own, up on the moors the other week. So it's good to have the old boy here. We're just having a look down here at some settlements. We'll take you and have a look at that. Some nice views around here, taking in all these tours. Maybe a little bit ambitious for 4.5 hours of daylight. I have put my headlamp though in case we do get left out in the dark. And it's absolutely beautiful here, all these autumnal trees. We're looking out across there, big valley of forestry or woodland. Well, we've deviated from the plan slightly. Nathan's quite pleased because there seems to be running water down here, so he's going to have a go at his milky photography with his new filters. You never know, they might feature in this video if he sends them along. Well, Nath got over. See if I can get over. It's a bit greasy. I don't like doing this with the camera in hand. He's not here to film it though, so he's f***ed off already. Up and over. That's alright, I've got my gaiters on and my boots, doing exactly what they said on the tin, wasn't it? So right down the valley now, then we go up, bit of a climb up there to Sharp Tor. Nath's around here somewhere, taking his photos.
So guys, thank you for joining me on another mini episode of Nathan's budget photography adventure. As I'm using, I think it's called Congdon neutral density filters. Rather than having specific size filters for each lens fitment, I bought one set that covered the 4 lenses that I use generally. And I think I paid something like £35–40 for the kit off Amazon. It comes with 1 neutral density filter and 2 graduated neutral density filters. They weren't enough in decent sunlight to slow a motion down that much, so I bought another individual filter. Same make.
Oh, you've got some sexy kit here now, Nath.
Getting there, mate, yeah. My biggest regret is that I'm still using the 1855 kit lens, and most of the sort of
blogs and that I read sort of reference that there's almost no point using the kit lens because the glass never does justice to the camera that you use. They do a DX 1755 lens that's a professional style glass. It's really highly rated. You know how much that is brand new? Like just under £1,000.
Affordable.
Yeah, you know, it's in my price range. It's twice as much as the camera, but they say put your money in glass, don't they?
Shouldn't take much to get a milky shot here with this speed of this water, would it?
Putting the lenses on, the filters on, enabled me to slow the shutter speed down at a high aperture with a good decent depth of field. Managed to slow it down to about 10 to 13 seconds. So I set the camera up as low as I could to try and get a perspective that you wouldn't normally see. My biggest weakness, I would say, is composition. You can be the best technical photographer in the world, but if your shots are always composed badly, then you're never going to go very far, I guess.
Nate's done his milky shots, so now we're heading back up to the summit of Sharp Tor. See what we can see from up there. But it's not very clear, the track. Once you're in here, it's all quite ferny. You know how we like our ferns. Try and carve a route through here. It's got to be a way somewhere. I saw a really defined track, but seem to have lost it now. So at least it's winter. All the ferns are dying.
Summer's gone and all the ferns are dying. It's you must go and I must stay fine.
Just walking up, I think it's Sharp Tor, and come across this little place. How cool is this? If it was in the summer and the weather was quite decent and you wanted to go super light, just a bivvy bag, sleeping bag, that would be a cool little spot. It's quite sheltered in there. You got a rock to shelter yourself under, and then this rock here you can put your stove and your kit under. I think it'd be worth carrying a notepad and sort of like noting these places for future reference, you know? Or put a pencil mark on your map.
Windy up there, I think. Oh, that's Venford over there, isn't it? It's Venford Reservoir over there. So the Twin Falls are there. This is where me and Nath walked before, along here. Then we come down here, down to the river, and then backtracked all the way along. Got it wrong, didn't we? What, mate?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. Saying that's Venford over there. The Twin Falls.
Oh, so we've been in those woods?
Yeah. Haven't we?
That's where we was doing milky shots.
Yeah.
Summit or nothing!
Sharp Tor.
Sharp Tor.
That one next, is it?
I think so. Right, so with Sharp Tor, I think that with the car park up there is Bell Tor. So that makes that Mel Tor over there.
Mel and Bell.
Mel and Bell, Bell and Sebastian. It's just how we get across there. There is a river crossing as well. So do we have an adventure down there and see what we can find?
Of course we have an adventure.
Of course we do.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So in direct contradiction to a previous request from Trevor and from you guys to not eat whilst filming on camera, I've been requested to eat on camera and review this lovely piece of high energy flapjack that Trevor's baked at home and supplied for me. It's got quite a fruity base to it. It's got a mixture of textures. It's not overly sweet, which is good, but the fruit adds a nice little intermittent bit of sweetness in the base. Whereas you've got quite a nice sort of peanutty, chocolatey sort of top, and almost like a toffee flavour. Yeah, I'd rate that quite highly. That's like a 10 out of 10. I might even give it the secret 11th mark. Yeah, top marks, Trev, well done. That's tasty.
Right, we're heading down again. Trev's leading today, have you noticed? And we're coming to a wall, and you know how I love getting over walls. We're on a road. God, it looks a bit shit terrain, doesn't it? How do we get down there? Let's have a look. We've had a team discussion and we've decided we're going to just follow the road to Tor, and then cut across to Tor. Doesn't look the best terrain down there. There's barbed wire fence over this wall. I think that might be private property over there anyway, so best we don't. Right, we found a route now. If we cut up here, follow this wall, and we can follow it round to Tor, have a look at that, and then back up to Tor. Cheers, Coos. Right, so I think now we're on the Two Moors Way. We follow for a little bit over to Tor, then we follow it back to Tor. From there, I don't know where we're going to go. I'm going to make the route up. Here we go now, Tor. Windy again? No. Top of Tor.
Blustery.
It is blustery. Down there is where we've just been. Sharp Tor. So you rated me flapjack, did you, Nath?
Yeah, I don't think I gave it as much credit as it's worthy. But as I kept eating it, it kept seeming to get better and better. Whether I hit a particular chunk where the peanut chocolate flapjack ratio was absolutely perfect, I don't know. But it just seemed to keep getting better. It was beautiful.
Well, we just stopped on the top of Tor. Gonna have a little bit of a drink and a bite before we carry on our expedition. So bear with us. Okay, so we're leaving Tor, heading back over to Tor, do a circular just in this area. So go up to Tor now, and then it'll be across to that over there. Right, so we're up at the Tor car park now. Now we just got to find our way over there to Tor. Take that in. Hey, monsieur. Walking now beside the road to try and find an entrance into Tor. Well, if there is one. There seems to be a lot of private land, a lot of farmland around this area. Looking at the map here, it seems to be sort of
Totally surrounded by private property is the issue,
It's
and there's
in-
no distinct footpath to it.
no.
Tor. Close but no cigar.
Yeah. Yep, so we're going back. We couldn't find a way into Tor, so we're just going to carry on back. Just noticed from this area, Tor right over there, and then that makes these mounds over here. The tours that we done on the day we camped at Tor, the one halfway down there is Bone Hill. And we walked right up the middle in between the two tours and then took them tours in. I love it when you can see where you've been on Dartmoor. We're getting to be able to do that more now as we go around. It's nice. Still a lot of gaps to fill, but we're getting there. So we're coming inland. We found a bit of a track we're going to follow up Congdon Tor Congdon down, then over to Yar Tor, then back to the car park. Well, it started raining on us now, which I didn't order. Did you order rain?
No.
He didn't order it, I didn't order it. The weather apps, eh? Sun all day, it said.
Did you accidentally push the order rain button on the weather app?
Yeah, I do that. Fat fingers. Anyway, I'm getting to the bottom. I'll find a route up there now.
It looks like there's quite a distinct one if we go this way and then zigzag up.
Oh, I've been a bit of a climb up here. This is a beautiful little area, little stream running down among the rocks. Interesting. This, where we're going now, is another peakery high point. Not that I've updated my peakery in a long time. So here we are up at Congdon Tor, peakery high spot, 434 metres above the level of sea. Just got caught in a bit of rain in there, a bit of torrent of rain. One more port of call over there. You can see back everything we've done today. That's where we started. Then we went up to Sharp Tor, then over to Mel Tor. We missed out Bell Tor. And then we're going to cut across over there now to Yar Tor. It's a little stone hut, spirals in. This is Yar Tor. High up here, isn't it? Windy.
Standing here in the wind, you can really understand the necessity of the entrance to sort of obviously negate the wind coming in.
Quite an interesting looking tor. Sort of a big scattering of rocks around. Okay, so that's about the end of our tour. Nice little circular. Make our way back down to the car. Sign off. Well, there we go, Nath. There's another walk, wasn't it?
I'm eating again.
Yeah. It's like action.
He knew I was eating before he started filming and talking. It's not always my fault.
He's always eating. That's the trouble.
Hungry, ain't I?
Like a hungry hippo. So did you enjoy yourself, Nath? Enjoy that walk?
Oh, you know me, Trev, always.
Yeah. What was your highlight?
I don't know, I think when we come over the last part of the walk, the low sun, which is obviously something you don't get in the summer so much, with the cloud, it's just really moody and sort of, I don't know, you don't see it so much, do you?
No.
And it's the sort of thing you miss when you're in a town, like, you know, you don't, it's not as obvious.
I think Sharp Tor was definitely the best part of the day, though, wasn't it?
Sharp
Nice
Tor
up
was
there.
good, but then that Yar Tor was quite a nice, interesting area, wasn't it? If you got kids, it'd be a great area to bring them because you've got everything sort of fairly close. You can get to Sharp Tor from this car park. You can get to Yar Tor from this car park. You don't have to go around cross country like we did, do you?
No, you could do one in the morning, come back to the car for a spot of lunch, and then go off and do the other one in the afternoon.
Anyway, we've been Summit or Nothing. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like,
Comment,
subscribe.
share the out of us. Potty mouth.
Arrivederci.